I've got with me on the other end of this telephone, I should say Skype video, the general manager at ecoSOLARGY, Alan Lee. And we're going to talk about the solar industry. There's been some changes. The rate of the per watt cost of solar has been coming down really pretty dramatically. But we also see some kind of legislative efforts here in the United States to put some tariffs on solar, which may in fact impact the industry negatively. So I thought I'd talk to somebody who maybe knows a little bit about this business, and that's Alan Lee. So Alan, welcome to EV World.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you.
Glad to be here.
Look, let's start off by, first of all, tell us what ecoSOLARGY is.
Okay, ecoSOLARGY, we are a solar solutions provider. What that means is we provide the solutions to help solar companies to grow and grow their business to the next level. The bottom line is our efforts trying to get as much solar energy out there as possible. So one of the quickest ways is by helping out all the contractors, the distributors, to take their business to the next level, grow bigger in size, and give them more power to go after more residential, commercial, and utility scale solar systems.
Okay, so does that involve, for example, are you not only providing the equipment, but also then financing to make that happen, or are you just simply a large wholesale equipment distributor?
Well, providing all the equipment is just step one of the process. In order for these distributors, contractors to take their business to the next level, really they need affordable equipment. Also at the same time, what we see a lot is of these contractors are coming from an electrical background. They don't have much experience with solar to start off. So we provide them all the know-how, the training, the equipment, the financing, which is definitely very critical to help them close the deal. So we provide all of the service, including engineering support as they need.
Okay, so if I'm an electrical contractor in Des Moines, Iowa, and I think this is going to be a good business for me to get in, I'm going to come talk to you to not only be my supplier of the panels, which of course we can see there behind you on the wall, but also the other ancillary equipment, the racks, the inverters, whatever other wire, cabling, connectors, things like that. Plus, you're also going to explain to them what they need to know to be a solar contractor, I gather.
Exactly. So, ecoSOLARGY, we first started out as a solar panel manufacturer. We have an assembly plant overseas in China that does all the assembling, turning all the cells into a solar module, which is what you see behind me here.
Right.
But as the industry evolved, we have to evolve with the industry. We're starting to notice, hey, by only providing the solar panel is not enough to give our customer an edge in the industry. Really, we're talking about grid parity. We got to keep the price low enough for the consumers to hey, solar system really makes a lot of economic sense for me to get one of these on my roof. So we partner up with other manufacturers for other components. For example, your inverter, which converts the direct current to alternating current for your home use. So that's what we call an inverter. And the other major component is the racking system, is what these solar panels will be sitting on your roof. So we partner up with various inverter companies, various racking companies, to really bring forth these manufacturer direct pricing to our customers.
Okay, so if you're going to is there a certain size business that would come to you? This is a small, electrical contractor does, some commercials and residential. They're not a big company. Is there a certain sort of an economic or a size threshold that you work with?
There's really not, and that's the beauty of our business strategy, because we notice that there is a void in the marketplace. For larger contractors who has enough buying power to go buy directly from overseas and import containers of solar panel at a time. So these guys will have basically a cheaper price than they could buy from a distributor. But for these smaller contractors, they really have no choice because they don't meet the minimum order quantity from the manufacturers.
Right.
So they will have to go to a distributor and pay the premium on system equipment. So ecoSOLARGY, what we do here is we really bring forward these manufacturer direct pricing with the intention to support these smaller contractors and provide them with cost savings and time savings, and to bring their business, to help them expand their business.
Okay, so how long have you guys been around? How long have you been doing this now?
ecoSOLARGY's been here for about 4 years now.
Okay.
And business has been growing every day.
Okay, good. Well, you're out in California, and I assume that helps. Are there certain areas of the country that are really better suited for solar because of either the location or because of incentives that states or cities are offering, or both?
Definitely. This whole industry is a very incentive-driven industry. So it really depends on the local incentives, and that's what determines the market, whether it's hot or not. And what we see a lot in the past is these incentives come and go from time to time. So there's really no say on which region is the best for solar, but aside from your California and your Arizona, Texas, New Jersey, these are consistently hot. New Jersey is a little bit more interesting because as far as direct sunlight hours, they don't get as much as the Sunbelt states, but they do have a very robust framework, especially in the past. They have what we call the solar renewable energy credit, which really help the return on investment on a solar system. They get to sell these solar renewable energy credit for money.
So
that's that.
Go ahead.
So that's what's contributing the growth in New Jersey. We're all talking about saving your consumption from a solar system, your electricity consumption. But at the same time, as their system generates, they get, for every 1 megawatt hour, they get 1 SREC, and these SREC can be traded on the open market.
Okay, so that's actually a little bit extra incentive for. Who gets those? Does the person, the homeowner, get those, or does the installer get those SRECs?
The system owners. So most of the time, what we see is the system owners are usually the building owners, but the financing of the system has gone creative. So a lot of times these are a lease system, or for example, if I'm a building owner, but I don't want to put out the capital to build a system on my roof, there are companies out there that would come out and build a system. They would own it, and then I would buy my electricity from the system.
Okay.
So if it's the case, if I don't own the system, then whoever owns this system actually gets the SREC.
Gets the SRECs, and then who buys those? What's the market for them?
Well, the market depends on your state. There are states now, most of the states are voluntary. So the government sets out RPS, renewable portfolio standards, for each state to meet. All the electricity companies has to buy into it. They have to generate a certain percentage of their electricity through a renewable source. And if you can't meet that, then you got to go out there and buy your SRECs.
Oh, okay. So you buy somebody else's credit then. So if I'm if I'm in Ohio, for example, and I have a renewable energy standard, but I'm not meeting it with putting up and encouraging my own systems as a utility in the state, for example, American Electric Power, let's say, I can go to the people in New Jersey that have credits to sell, and then I can apply those credits in my state then. Is that it? Sort of a renewable version of an indulgence, is that it?
Sort of. Every state's a little different as far as their policy goes. Some state allows out-of-state purchase of your SREC, but some state will limit you to get it from within the state.